the hate army
Big
troll.
It's the hate army,
bro.
Hate army.
Shout
that
out
guy.
to
Hate army.
hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout
for
out to
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
Now, last night, after all my streams, after spending some time with my wife, and we went to bed. My wife had to go to bed early because she had work early today. I had a little bit of extra time, and I just so happened to jump onto the Kino Casino stream over on Kick to see what those guys were up to. Yeah, my wife had to go to bed early last night because, she had to go to work today early. But it was only around, like right around midnight, I want to say, Pacific time. So, we were in bed, and she went to sleep, and I was like, well, let's see what these guys are doing. And I turned on their show, and they were doing their thing. They were talking about a bunch of stuff I know absolutely nothing about. They were talking about iDubbbz, and they were talking about some other guy I never heard of. But it's fun because when I'm over there, listen, again, I know these guys are not my biggest fans. They've made fun of me just like everyone else over the years. They razz me. They give me the business when I do something stupid, which everyone has the right to do, correct? But at the same time, I feel like these guys treat me more fairly because they look at all the other people out there who are doing awful things, and they look at me and they're like, why does everyone razz and kind of hate on Phil when he doesn't really do anything like these other people? Yeah, you can say every once in a while he has a flaw or whatever and he does something stupid and we call him out for it, but all the things that people say about him is like most of it doesn't even matter if it's true. Some of it's not true at all. It's just ridiculous that he gets this amount of hate. And so I feel like that's a fair assessment, quite frankly. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. Razz me if you want. Make fun of me. I'll razz myself, right? I don't care. I know that I'm not perfect, right? I know what they've said about me. I'm not stupid. People are so dumb. They think I've done absolutely no research at all about anyone, right? 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 Oh my goodness. So anyway, went by there and just kind of chimed in on the stuff that they were talking about. Didn't really know much of, what to say because I don't know who these people are that, I know who iDubbbz is, but I've never watched any of his stuff. It's not like I have much to say, but, yeah, apparently now I'm working towards that Spider-Man costume. Excuse me. Ugh, stupid cold sucks. Okay. All right. So let me get back on track. So anyway, I hung out with the guys on Kino Casino for like an hour. It was fun, and we had a good time. And basically, the way I see it is, listen, I know that these guys are about drama, right? But at least they're treating me fairly. And that's a change that I haven't had in a long time. I haven't actually had someone just treat me fairly in a long time. It's not about getting your butt kissed. It's about hey, here's somewhere where I can just drop in every once in a while and say hi and feel welcome and hang out and talk with them and have a good time, as opposed to, oh, look, I want to just drop in and say hi. Oh, it's time for the interrogation. It's time for the firing squad to come out and execute me publicly and be insanely critical of me and ask me 400 personal questions they know I'm not going to answer. You know what I mean? It's a little different to just have somewhere to hang out, which is something cool to do. Again, I've said this before, I'll say it again. With the side scrollers thing last year, that's what it was supposed to be. They reached out to me and said, do you want to be a guest on our show? Look, all these guests were lining up because we restarted our show, our podcast. And I said, yes. And then they said, oh, well, because of who you are, because all your detractors contacted us, we now want to do a giant in-depth, interview instead. Wait, what? How about you treat me fairly like everybody else instead of treating me like dirt because I have detractors, right? And I don't feel like I'm being treated like dirt when I'm on their show. You know what I mean? So that's nice. I can just come in and hang out with them and have a good time. That's what it's all about, right? So I'll continue to talk with those guys. From time to time, you may see me if I have a night where I have a free hour before I go to sleep, because they stream the same times as me. They stream during my late streams. They stream way later than me, though. So that's why, like, last night I was going to sleep. I had an hour and I jumped in there. I was able to, like, hang out and chat with them. I'm definitely not going to be in there every time that they're streaming. In fact, I don't even know what their streaming schedule is. It was just, like, random that they were streaming and I dropped by and I was like, oh, hey, there they are. So, yeah, I guess we'll see. But, you know, we have had some discussions about the possibility of, maybe having some interactions and collabs and stuff. Notably, as you know, I am absolutely 100% going to react to the Review Tech USA documentary coming out by June the King sometime in early August. Okay? Now, would it be cool to be able to do, like, a crossover deal where we could do, like, a react together on that? I think so. I think that would be kind of neat. And it would be unique content, something that I've never really done before, right? At the same time, I don't know how to make it work because we don't know when it is. Like, if we knew right now, if we knew, oh, it's on August 7th and it's coming out at noon, I'd be like, dude, all right, cool. We can organize this. We can get this going. We can figure out how we're going to do it. Either they can join me or I can join them. We could be watching the video together in some kind of a thing, right? Like a group viewing thing over the internet. That way when we pause, we're all seeing it pause together and resume together and stuff like that, you know? I think that would be nice, but the problem is we don't know when it is. So if we get concrete information on exactly when it's coming out, then we can plan it. But right now, I feel like it's just kind of like this weird thing where we're like waiting and we don't know yet. I mean, the good news is there's no new games or anything coming out in early August. So it's not like my schedule isn't available to be shifted around. It is. But, you know, they're on the East. They're actually like Eastern time zone. And I'm Pacific time zone, so they're Eastern Standard Time. I'm Pacific Standard Time. So even there, it makes it even tougher to figure out. So what I'll do, I'll be talking with these guys. We'll try to figure stuff out. I'll also see if we can figure out when this thing is coming out. All right, and go from there. And I'll let you know. But you already know I'm already reacting to it. It's already happening regardless. But we may now do like a crossover event deal and see how it goes. Okay, so if you're into that kind of stuff, go check them out on Kick. You know, it might not be your cup of tea. Certainly, you know, that's not the kind of stuff that I do here. I'm not sitting here doing drama content all day or anything like that. But they've been very nice to me, you know, and yeah, cool. All right, so I guess we'll see how it goes. All right. Fair enough. So again, welcome to any of you who may be people coming in from Kino Casino. This week, I've seen an influx of viewers, an influx of subscribers. I probably got like 200-300 new subscribers this week alone that probably weren't natural viewers, but people who came from the casino, and that's nice. It's nice to have you. Again, if you want to come here and have chill streams with me, that's what you're going to find here. I'm not the kind of guy, I'm not going to be sitting here talking about drama all day. You know, I got games to play, I got things to do, I want to have fun, chill interactions with my audience. That's what I'm about. So if that's what you're all about, come on by, you know. But, you know, when I'm over there on the, you know, if I'm joining one of their streams and kind of hanging out with them, then obviously I'm going to roll with whatever they're doing too. Okay. Excuse me. Oh man, I'm really sorry about this stupid cold. It's pissing me off. No, Alvarez, see, here's the thing. He says, we don't do drama content. Reacting to the R2 documentary is not that. And I think he's being facetious. Okay? When I'm reacting to a documentary, if you haven't noticed, first of all, I pick and choose the ones I react to. The reason is, the ones that I'm reacting to, I have some kind of a vested interest because somehow I'm involved. All right? With the Wings of Redemption documentaries I reacted to, this is a guy people have referenced in my content over the years. This is a guy who had a career parallel to mine on YouTube. And there were so many ways that I could compare my experiences with his, the things I've been through to the things he's been through, giving my takes on how he reacted to things and what he said over the years. People really liked my reaction content to his documentaries because it was insightful. You understand? I'm not just going to sit here and react to everything. I want to react to things that I feel that I can add some kind of educational insight into because of the unique positioning that I have being a YouTuber for 16 years and being involved with a lot of this shit. In the case of Review Tech, dude, this is a guy who, no exaggeration, has made half of his content about me for the last decade. He is obsessed with me. This is a man who has an unhealthy obsession with me. And people have identified it and called it out, and he just doubles down, triples down, and quadruples down on it. And it's to the point of mania at this point. The way that this guy talks about me.
I'm not like Phil Burnell. I have a family, and I do this and that, unlike Phil Burnell. And by the way, may the first burst be with you. Let's do an annual celebration of May the first burst.
And you look at this shit and you're like, once you put on the clown makeup and you start the clown show, the makeup doesn't ever wash off. You're a clown forever. I never put on the clown makeup. I'm not a lolcow. This guy is fucking broken. Irrevocably broken with the way that he's acting. He's a man that's supposed to be an adult parent, and he acts like he's a fucking 7-year-old to get views on YouTube, right? Like, what the hell, dude? So, yeah, like, I have a very big vested interest in reacting to his documentary because, number one, I want to know who actually is rich to think that he's better than me, like he says all the time, right? I want to know, who is this guy? Where did he come from? What kind of content did he make before he became a drama YouTuber, which is what he is, right? Like, he didn't always used to be like that. So what happened that he became this drama YouTuber? Because it's news. It's not news. TMZ is not news. Okay? It's not. It's gossip. That's like saying tabloids are news. Tabloids are not news. They're gossip. You are a gossip girl. Like, literally, you are a gossip girl. A gossip queen, in fact. You're a queen of gossip on YouTube, and that's how you made your living. 1 million subs as a gossip girl, right? Well, I want to know how this all happened, all right? And I want to know, is there an actual reason why he has attached himself to me? What is the reasoning? Because it's, like I said, it's on the level of obsession. It's almost like he thinks that's the only thing he can do to get attention when the well runs dry. If there's no news today, go back to Phil, right? So anyway, that's, and again, if he wasn't obsessed with me, and if he didn't constantly have my name in his mouth, I would not give two shits about his documentary, and I wouldn't be reacting to it. Dune the King has done many documentaries over the last year. I haven't reacted to any of them. I don't care about those people. I'll let you know, I did watch a couple of them, actually, and I found them very entertaining, but I didn't react to them because I didn't think I had anything to really add to them. But this is a case I do. All right? So that's why I'm reacting to this. But, if I had other people joining me, and I'm sure those guys are going to have a lot more to say, and it might be very negative. But I'm going to let everyone know, what I say, my opinions. They have the right to chime in and say what they want, but it's not representative of how I feel. Like I've told you guys, I don't wish anyone harm. I don't wish anyone at all negativity. I just want everyone to be happy because I feel like if everyone was happy and well-adjusted, they would just leave everyone else alone, right? Like, why would you want to have an entire living bringing down others and making fun of people if truly you liked your own life? Why would you need to bring down others? You would have positivity and things around you that you're enjoying. You don't need to destroy others to get over. People who do this is because they're miserable. Their lives are terrible. They're not happy. They need to degrade everything around them so they feel better about themselves. Those are bullies. That's literally the definition of a bully. Rich is a bully. Keemstar's a bully. These people are all bullies. They're career bullies, right? So I'm fascinated by this story. I want to know what's going on. And I honestly hope that things would get better. But I don't know. Because, again, I don't even know what's going on with this guy. At this point now, I see clips of him eating edibles on stream, and he can barely keep his eyes open. It's like, oh my God, this guy is something else. Like, he thinks this is content. It's like, it's sad. 1 million subs. This guy has 1 million subs on YouTube. Holy shit. Anyway, so I'll have more information hopefully soon. I gotta work. Not only do I have to talk with the Kino Casino guys, but a lot of this, again, is hinging on when this documentary will happen for us to be able to arrange anything. So I got to try to figure this out, okay? Okay. All right, okay, so I covered all that. Oh, all right, so what we like to do, briefly, let's do the schedule for the week. let's do a little bit about the news. Oh, and people are saying, well, what did you guys talk about and stuff? Go watch their archive stream on Kick. You go watch it right now, Kino Casino. From last night, I think I was only on there for like maybe an hour. I don't know because it was so late, and then after that I went right to sleep. I was tired. See, I know that this guy is not real. FYI, just so you guys know, this guy is not real in chat. He's fake, so I'm gonna get rid of him. It's only a month-old YouTube account, and I'm in contact. I'm in contact with those guys already. So, excuse me. I love every time you go on Kino Casino on their chat. I can't wait for a collab. My favorite content of yours is when you cover drama topics and provide commentary. Well, for me, I'll be honest, that's not my favorite content. You know, if, again, I feel like I can add something that is insightful because I'm involved in it, right? In the case of Wings of Redemption, that's a situation where I'm parallel to the guy. We make content at the same time. You know, we know the same people. We've been through drama. I can add context and perspective to all of that, correct? There you go. The review tech thing, this is something, he has involved me in his life. I didn't involve him. I could care less who the guy is. I just want him to leave me alone, and I've only said that about 4,000 times in the last 10 years. He cannot keep my name out of his mouth. So now it's time for him to get his time in the firing line, and it's his own fault, right? So I absolutely have a reason to react to that one, and I will be doing it. Okay, so that's coming up, and thank you, Chill Force. I'm feeling better today. I can dance. Yesterday I didn't feel good. Today I can actually dance. I feel much better today. Okay, my name is Jason, and I'd like to tell you my story a bit. I discovered you through It's a Gundam. That's another guy. For the record, I know nothing about that person whatsoever. I've never seen a piece of content. I don't know anything about who they are, what they do. I just know that they literally rag on me all the time, just like Rich does. And I don't know what the fuck their problem is. They tried to interject themselves into the Screw Attack, or the Side Scrollers interview that I had. I was like, who are you? Well, first of all, why do you sound like Yucko the Clown? Because you do. You sound exactly like Yucko the Clown from the Howard Stern Show. And why do you constantly try to interject yourself into my life? You're a loser. Get the fuck out of my life and keep my fucking name out of your lips. You incredible asshole. But anyway, I discovered you through It's a Gundam. I started coming to your streams and seeing what the big deal was. I admit I was a detractor, leaning due to how I discovered you. Oh, I was detractor leaning due to how I had discovered you. I got banned pretty much right away about 2 years ago. I probably deserve that. I thought I was being a shithead. Anyway, I was in the Kino Casino chat, and you came by when you were doing the Mr. Beast Bars review. For those who don't know, I want to say it was like Friday of last week, and this was when I just heard of who these Kino Casino guys were, and I heard that they had reacted to my reaction to Rich previously, so I went to check out their live stream on Kick just on a whim, and they were actually going to do when I reviewed the Feastables bar earlier this year. Remember, I did 2 Feastables bars review on DSP Reacts. So they were reviewing that, they were watching and reacting to it, and I dropped in and started talking in their chat when that was happening. Okay, so that's what he's describing here. I gotta admit, seeing you as a normal guy interacting with people who you don't have a bias against, or no, people who don't have bias against you, has actually changed my viewpoint on you. You're a good guy, just trying to make your way through a crazy, cruel world like the rest of us, and I want to officially apologize for my previous detracting. I hope to see you play Tekken with Andy. Have a great day and keep your head up. Well, here's the weird thing about all that. Like, that's how I am every day on my own streams. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a normal dude. I'm not here pulling stunts. I'm not here lighting fires. I'm not here doing pranks. I'm not causing drama. I'm just playing games, just having a fun conversation. Like, that's me. That's the real me. You know? The old Phil of yesteryear, who used to do all kinds of stupid shit. You know, constant sexual commentary and shit like that. You know, those days are long gone, right? And I wish, that's what I've said this over the years. I just wish that I could do what everyone else gets. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone else can hang out and have fun. Everyone else can go on someone else's show and just shoot the shit. Anyone else can be a guest. Anyone else can collab. Anyone else can could do a lobby with someone in Street Fighter and not have their detractors go mass harass the person for a month straight. You know, that's normal activity. Like, you just do that stuff and do fun stuff with life. I'm not allowed to do that. Just like I'm not allowed to have a sponsorship or a partnership, because if I ever do, the detractors go harass the fuck out of the company. And even though there have been times when the company outright says to me, we have no problem with you, we just can't deal with your detractors, I suffer for it, right? That's actually what happened when I was partnered with Curse for a year after the Machinima fallout. I was partnered with Curse for a year on YouTube as my partnership company, and they literally dropped me saying, your detractors constantly contact me all the time, like nonstop. So we can't be bothered with that anymore. We have to let you go. Exactly. I can't play Fightcade. Why? Because you know my detractors would find a way to reverse engineer it to get my IP address because they're losers. You know? So the thing is, I am a normal guy. I would love to do all those things. I can't do them because of these mental cases. These really ill people who won't let go of me. And I don't think at this point there's anything I can really do to change that besides other people of intelligence, logic, and matter-of-factness seeing this situation for what it is from the outside and saying, what is wrong with these people? These people need to be called out and stopped, right? And I'm seeing that start to happen now. And that's a great thing because I've only been going through this for over a decade, you know? At this point, you know, it starts off with, they had a point. This is how you don't play, had a point. I sucked at games. I was making money sucking. I was making fun of game developers. I was a lazy content creator. The content was immoral and had a lot of nasty commentary. You know, we keep going on and on with all the things they used to say. But then you continue on. Like, so what happened after that? Well, now Phil starts to change for the better. So now we're on to the next thing. Now we're on to the next thing. Now we're on to the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. And eventually it became the things that they were saying were bad don't exist. Why? Because they don't care if it's real or not. They're not trying to prove a point anymore. They're not trying to say I'm bad and improve. They're just trying to say he's bad no matter what. Because what's happened is there's this weird parasocial relationship where these people have created a cult-like culture around hating me. They have entire years-long friendships, fan or hater groups, discords, based on shitting on Darkside Phil. And the moment that goes away, where that veil is lifted and was like, oh my God, look at this weirdo toxic shit under here, they lose out on having that kind of association anymore. They won't have that relationship anymore. You see? So to them, that's their lifestyle. Is every day I just hate on Phil and we make shit up and we try to ruin his life, and that's great. What do you mean that's weird? Well, now the light's finally being shined onto those people. And people are like, what the fuck? Like, listen, the Kino Casino guys, fair enough, they'll make fun of me and they'll make fun of things that I've done and stuff, but they have looked at the situation and they're like, we don't get the detractor shit. We don't. Like, there's a difference between make fun of the guy for his shortcomings or literally try to ruin his life and make it he can't do anything because you're up his ass about it constantly. And that, I mean, if they as outsiders have seen it and recognized it, that's just the tip of the iceberg. That means it's going to start happening everywhere now. And because they're kind of brave to speak up about it, I think what's going to happen is you're going to see other people now start to see it as well. Again, what people used to like to do is group me in with other lolcow people who I'm not. I am not Boogie. I am not Wings. I am not LTG. I don't lean into lolcow shit to make money. I'm the opposite. I don't want any association with that bullshit. I just want to be left alone. But no one will leave me alone because they're mentally ill and they get some kind of parasocial relationship, not off of me, but off of hating on me with their bully groups. So now the veil's been drawn back and people are seeing the corrupted, disgusting shit that's under there and like, oh man. So I think it's the beginning of the end, quite frankly. It just took a really long time to get here. And I hope that it continues, you know, but I guess we'll see. You know, again, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. I've been through situations where I felt like people were being nice to me, and then I get stabbed in the back, and then I get treated like dirt. I just hope that doesn't happen for the millionth time. It would be nice. It would be a nice change in my life to actually be treated with some dignity and respect for once, because I reciprocate dignity and respect. If I'm treated with dignity and respect, I will give that back to you. And I don't feel like I get that fair treatment. Maybe I will now. I don't know. I guess we'll see. And now here's the other thing as well. Okay? Cordy the Kid just did a super chat, and I want to address this directly. Cordy the Kid says, every dono makes the tractor seed. As much as that's true, I've always said this, and I will stick to my guns. Please listen. This is very important. Do not contribute to my content to make my detractors cry. Do not do that. I only ask that you contribute to my content if you like my content and you want to see it continue. That's it. Because I want to earn your support. I don't want it to be, oh, look, I want to stick it to a bunch of degenerates. It's all well and good, but I want people to support me for me. You understand? Not this Neil Druckmann bullshit where with Last of Us 2, oh, every time you buy Last of Us 2, you stick it to the haters. No. I don't want to fall to that level of degeneracy. I want people to come here and say, support Darkside Phil because he makes good content. And we like him as a person. That's why I want to see that content continue, so I will support it. That's why I want you to come by. So, Cordy the Kid, if you literally never support me ever again, that's fine. Okay? But that's my mentality. That's my mantra. I don't want people supporting me to stick it to my haters at all. In fact, it's this simple. Don't talk about the haters at all. Right? Don't talk about the haters at all. Just ignore them like they don't exist. Okay? For those who don't know, maybe you haven't ever watched me play Street Fighter. I tend to get very heated when I play Street Fighter. My blood pressure goes up a lot. And I get agitated if I fight certain people who kind of cheese their way through matches and stuff. I can't go crazy all out playing Street Fighter. If we're going to wear a hat, I have to find a hat that's like not an intrusive hat. It has to be like a lighter hat so it doesn't distract me. Plus I get very sweaty when I play Street Fighter. So we got to figure that out, like what I can do that's not going to be a detriment to me playing. I'd like to add my 2 cents. I originally found you off of This Is How You Don't Play videos. I thought one day I would check your streams out to see it live and then leave. Turns out I ended up liking you as an entertainer. The best compliment I can give you is you're a guy that I can tune in for a chill stream and not cringe at your content. Well, there you go. And certainly I'm not saying that there aren't cringe moments, right? There are absolutely cringe moments in my content. I will openly admit that. But I'm not all about that. Like, I'm not a cringe creator. I'm not here to make cringe content and then somehow turn that into monetization and stuff. You know what I mean? I just want to hang out. I mean, that's how this all started. Again, literally, the first day I made content for YouTube, it was just a silly thing. I put a camera on a tripod in front of me. I pointed at a TV, and I played Star Wars, The Force Unleashed, and I was doing a Star Destroyer thing, trying to grab a Star Destroyer with my Force powers, and it doesn't work. And I'm just showing how it doesn't work, and I'm commentating over how bad it is. And I'm thinking, this is silly. It's a silly little thing. I'll toss the video. I'll get like 10 views, right? That's all I ever wanted to do. Just hang out, share some gameplay, share my thoughts on a game with an audience. And did I ever think in 2008 that anyone would give 2 shits about my opinions or my gameplay or anything? No. Here we are 16 years later. Daily, I get hundreds to thousands of people watching my content from all over the globe, enjoying what I do, chilling, hanging out. I've turned it into a living. People support it. They want to see it continue. It's something crazy. It's something amazing. It's something unintentional. And it's something so unique and lucky that it happened that way, because I don't think it would have happened at any other time. You know what I'm saying? Like, at all. So, yeah. I'm glad you feel that way. This is not an orchestrated event to try to print money like a lot of other people do, right? It's not milking. There's no milking going on here. We talked about milking yesterday. I think we had enough milking. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the late stream. Welcome to Stardew Valley Chill. By the way, so FYI, this is my final stream of the month, of course, because tomorrow's August 1st. When I come back on Friday, I'll have a new setup. I will redo my setup tonight for the next month. But please tonight, guys, if you like my stuff this month, and if you can support the stream tonight, please do. My final stream to do anything, and this has been a slower month, sadly, for me, because of the lack of new releases and everything. So it would be great to have a nice finale stream tonight. That's a strong one. Anything is appreciated. Super chats, memberships, gifted memberships, tips, all appreciated tonight. Anything would be cool. Okay. You're saying there's a Home Alone Lego house? That's kind of neat. Right now, I have no plans to do Legos because, like, what's on my agenda right now? A couple of things. Number one is migrating from my current PC to the other one that's been dormant for years. So that way I avoid having a breakdown of this PC. And I gotta figure out when exactly I can do it, because right now I'm already kind of booked. I'm gonna be busy Friday, Saturday, Sunday for sure. So maybe Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday at the earliest is when I can even plan on starting to think about it. At that same time, I don't know when this Review Tech USA documentary is going to be coming out. I've been told early August, which could be those days. And I don't want to have that React be delayed by several days because I'm migrating my PC. I'm also possibly planning to work with the Kino Casino guys to do a co-op commentary on that documentary. So again, there's logistics involved, and it's like, I don't know, unless I get a date for when it's out, it's hard for me to plan. And right now there is no date. I'm trying to find out if there will be a date. And go from there. So, yeah, it is a little frustrating right now. I wish I knew what was going on, but I don't right now because there's really not enough information. I kind of feel like I'm kind of in a wait-and-see attitude, which sucks because I'd rather plan stuff. That's the kind of guy I am. I like to be hands-on and plan everything rather than, oh, wait and see and will this fall into place or whatever, So, yeah, I don't know. And then on top of that, I've already started talking to people about private React videos for the month. And one person was like, why don't you just not do them till like the middle of the month so that gives you more time to work on the stuff you're working on? And I'm like, yeah, that would work for me to not be doing the private reacts till like middle of August. But then what happens if things get delayed? Like this whole month is going to be crazy, I feel. I think like July was like a calm month. I think August is going to be like so much activity going on with various things that it's just going to be super ultra busy no matter what. So I guess we'll see. Yeah, keep in mind, here's the guys, I want to make this very clear. I'm not the kind of guy that likes to overpromise and underdeliver. So that's why I am not promising you any co-op of any kind of commentary yet with Kino Casino. I'd like to do it. I think it would be more interesting to do it that way, but I don't know if we can even make it work. Like, I can't put off my PC migration forever. And if we don't know when this documentary is coming out, I know what's going to happen is, you know what's going to happen? Here's what's going to happen. I'm finally going to say, all right, I'm tired of waiting. I'm just going to do my PC migration. And the moment that I start working on it, that documentary is going to drop. And it doesn't matter because if I do my PC migration Monday, it'll be Monday. If I wait an extra week and I do it the following Monday, well, then it'll just happen that following Monday instead. Because that's my luck. That's how my life is. So I just know it's coming. I just know. So who was my favorite Muppet? Derek asked, do I like mayo? I like mayo on some stuff, and I like it as ingredients. Like, obviously, mayo is a critical component of, like, egg salad or tuna salad. I like it on a sandwich with, like, some ham or something like that. But I'm not crazy for it either. Like, I don't demand mayo on stuff. I think that there's other condiments that are just as good. It's Debo. If you're a former fan of DSP, turn on him because a detractor has reached out to you. Get mental help. Thanks. There you go. All right, thanks for the $1 tip, Debo. I would have made a pretty good clown. I think I missed my calling. Well, your hair's blue. You don't have to dye it. No, I will say this. Big Dog says, I'm happy you found the new audience. The Kino folks are pretty sweet. The people from Kino Casino have been nothing but positive and generous. I don't have a negative thing to say. They've been a great crowd to come by this week and hang out. So thanks to those who have. If you're enjoying yourselves, I really appreciate that. Thank you to Hard Nose. Name that I can't say because it's actually a racial insult, but I can't say it. But thank you for the $5 super chat. He says, hey Phil, I'm here from Kino Casino. I love your reaction videos. Thank you very much. I can't put your full name on the leaderboard because I'll get in trouble, but I can call you Hard Nose. Thank you, Hard Nose. All right. You guys are awesome to me. This week, guys, listen, I'll just say this. So this week I got sick, right? And it really sucks when you get sick, especially when it's unplanned. I had to cut off my marathon early, and it really sucked because I had plans to do certain things. I didn't get around to doing a bunch of them because I was sick. And then I had to take a day off, and I was like, man, it kind of sucks because I had a really great marathon, right? The problem was, now I had to miss out on a stream right after a day of great streaming. And it's like, so it negates the good day, right? It just makes it like as if, because I have to skip a day now. But now you guys have been consistently supportive all week long. It didn't matter what game I was playing. You guys have come out and supported so much, and I really, really appreciate that. So thank you guys. Now here's the thing. I think I'm just going to go grab a vest and toss it on, and I'm sorry that there really isn't time to pull for one tonight. I'd rather just get one on for you guys than waste time. So, the original vest that started it all. The beige vest. The one that had the crazy streak, right? There it is. Haven't worn this one in ages. I can't even tell you the last time I wore this beige vest. I don't even remember. But you can see with this new camera, it actually stands out. Even on this shirt I'm wearing, it's a different shade of like beige, and it actually stands out. This webcam is amazing. I love this new webcam. Mr. Lolinator just did a $10 super chat and says, based Phil, may his schizo detractors end up like Review Tech USA. Well, listen, I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. As I said, I want everyone to be happy out there. But it is true that I have some pretty insane, crazy people following me. But then again, let's be very honest about this, okay? Let's be very honest about this. The reason that I have so many crazy, stalkerish, insane haters is because it's the in thing to do, bro. People have entire channels like that, right? Once it doesn't become the cool thing to do anymore because enough people speak up against it like you, it will end. But enough people have to. Kino Casino is now doing it. Their followers are doing it. My followers have been doing it forever. Now we need some more. More people need to step up and be like, this has gone on long enough. You guys are nuts. Stop with the bullshit. Grow the fuck up. Leave him alone. Leave his family alone. And it will go away. But the problem is the entire movement has been hate Phil, hate Phil, hate Phil, hurt Phil, hate Phil. Why? Why are you doing this? Besides the viral movement because you're a cult. All right? Once people call it out for what it is and say, you're out of your fucking minds, grow up, it will end. But no one's done that up to now. Okay? So, we're in kind of a conundrum here. And here's the conundrum. All right? I want to do my upgrade. I want to do my PC migration. All right? But the problem now is everything is happening at once. What do I mean by that? Well, I was sick. Sent me back a couple days. So already I'm kind of behind the 8 ball here. I'm trying to play catch up. I have to do private Patreon React videos coming up. All right? That's going to take away a stream within the next 1 to 2 weeks. It's either going to be next week or the week after. I have to take a whole night off, if not longer, to do all those videos. All right? The Review Tech USA documentary is going to drop. Not only am I going to review that or react to it, now I have guys over on another streaming site at Kino Casino. They want to react to it with me. So now we're trying to figure out when this doc is going to drop. It's supposed to drop in early August, but does that mean the first week, the second week, right? And then I got to try to figure out the logistics of trying to get that to happen. All right? And I don't know how, that's going to be difficult. But I want to do it. Sounds like something different and interesting to do it that way, right? Then there's my own documentary that's dropping this month that I need to figure out how to react to. And then at the end of this month, we've got tons of new games, right? So because of this, I now have to figure out how to balance all of that stuff. And I need to somehow do this PC migration, and it's starting to look less likely. And it sucks because someone had said earlier on this very stream, maybe hold off on the migration then. Maybe don't do it now. Maybe do it later, and maybe do it at the end of the year or early next year when things slow down. Because sadly, I almost feel like it would have been better to do it in July. But in July, I had the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. So if the Shadow of the Erdtree had not been out, I probably would have done it in July. It would have already been done. But I was waiting for it to end. It just ended a week ago. And now, when it would have been like perfect time, the marathon hit. And then I got sick. It's like everything all at once, So at this point, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do this migration like I wanted to do. It was going to be next week, but now I don't know if I can do it next week. What if I decide to do the migration, I start to do it, it's going to take 2 days to set it up. Oh, well, the Review Tech documentary dropped, and now you can't do anything because you're in the middle of migrating all your content over, so you're stuck not working for 2 days, and now you can't do it when it's hot, and now everything gets dropped, right? So at this point, I swear, it's like everything is conspiring against me to allow me to do this PC migration. But I need to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fans on this PC are all worn out, although I keep checking the temperature and it works. The temperature on the PC is fine. Nothing's overheating. But at this point, I have to do something. All right? I have to do something. And I just don't. My problem is time. My problem is I got everything going on at once. Sadly, I just don't have the time to do everything at once, you know? It's like something has to give. If I do the migration, then the React might suffer. If I do the React, then the migration has to wait. And I can't do it later on because then later on in the month there's a zillion games coming out, right? So, I don't know. Like, I would love to sit down and just bring Cat's PC into this room and look at it and really look at the specs and look how well it's built. I haven't even seen the back of this thing. You know, I don't know what ports it has or anything. I know it's a good PC. It's a high-end PC. She spent a lot of money on it. But I just haven't had a chance. I'm too busy with everything. And that's just my reality right now. My life is very, very busy, very clustered with stuff going on. Let me put it this way. It's better to have too much going on than not enough. I'd much rather be overworked than stagnated, right? But at the same time, it is getting rough for me to stay on top of everything and juggle everything. It really is. It's becoming a daunting task. So, I guess we'll see. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for our Stardew stream. There will be more Stardew streams coming next week, where it looks like we got some new fun stuff coming. Can't wait to get our barn built. Start doing stuff with the barn animals and all that. So thank you guys so very much. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time. Okay. Woo! All right. Thank you all. You guys were great. This whole week. This week was such a cool, refreshing thing. Not only did we have fun, special stuff like the marathon, but you understood when I was sick that I couldn't be here. You understood that I sounded like crap the last 3 days, and I appreciate that. And then we had a whole cool new group of people coming over from these Kino Casino streams to check me out, and every single person's been nice. So thank you all so very much. You've been everyone has been great this week. The old-time viewers, the newcomers, everyone. It's been a great time. And I'm looking forward to coming back on Friday strong and giving another full week for you. All right? All right, everyone. Have a good Thursday. Everyone, please be safe. And don't do anything crazy. All right?
Typically helps me more than anything.